Welcome to Azure Mastery Program, session number 2. Today I'm planning to prepare the foundation for all upcoming classes. What I'll do today, first I'll talk about geography, region, zone, data center, its connectivity, project, budget, portal overview, resource group, service, and many other things. So, guys, whenever as a professional, whenever you're working on computing, there are lots of new technologies are used. Example, suppose as a physics, chemistry candidate or IT candidate, even if you are the part of IT industry, still most of the things will be totally new for you. Remember, this is the new technology, new platform. It's altogether new platforms, hence everything is new for you. So Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing, yesterday I was talking that it is working on the subscription model. How to practice, where to practice? For the practice, guys, you need a subscription. So there's a terminology available, subscription or license. So it's not working. Most of the Azure services are not working on the licensing model. It's working on the subscription model. Now, question is, what is subscription? What is license? And how exactly it is working? Whenever we are working on the cloud project, how exactly it is charged? So all these I'm going to discuss today with the proper architecture and practical implementation also I'll start. So if you remember yesterday what I was talking about the Microsoft presence. Microsoft means regions. So worldwide, micro means worldwide, there are multiple regions are available. So here I'll type here Azure region globe. So example is India is one of the geographic location. In one geographic location, there are multiple regions available. So for example, Africa, you see here, Africa is one geographic location. Gulf is another geographic location. America is one geographic location. Europe is third geographic location. South America, North America, India, China, Russia, the Australia, the geographic location means combination. If a country is very big, then it's the one geographic location or combination of multiple countries are together called the geographic location. For example, Europe is one of the geographic location. Within the Europe, there are many countries. There are more than 25 to 30 countries are available. So Europe is one of the geographic location. Within the Europe, there are multiple regions available. So India, you see here, this is India. India or Indian subcontinent. So India is one of the geographic location. So how Azure Cloud Computing is working? So Microsoft divided entire globe in multiple geographic location. Example. Okay, someone is trying to join. Someone is on video call. Please turn off your video. Adi Narayan. Okay, thank you. So guys, if you see here, so in one geographic location, there will be multiple countries, or there may be one or multiple countries. So, okay, so region filter. Okay, so you see here, this is Africa. So Africa is one geographic location. Europe is another geographic location. Gulf is third geographic location. Korean Peninsula is another geographic location. India is a geographic location. China is geographic location. Australia is geographic location. So guys, there are multiple geographic location in this world. In one geographic location, there are several regions available. So as of now, worldwide, there are 70 plus regions are available. And inside the one region, there are multiple zones available. Under one zone, there'll be multiple data centers are available. How it is available? So I'll show you. So first, I already told you geographic location. So there are multiple geographic location. Within the geographic location, there'll be, so you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the multiple geographic location. Within the geographic location, there'll be multiple uh, regions. For example, India is one of the geographic location. So in India, we have multiple regions are available. Normally, what we used to say, we are saying here multiple data centers. In one of the geographic location, there will not be any data center. Inside the geographic location, there'll be region. And inside the region, there'll be zone. Inside zone, there'll be data center. Now, question is, let's start with the smallest units, data center. So this question I'm passing to Bhanu. Bhanu, do you have any idea what is data center?
Yes, sir. Where all the data are stored
Okay. Same question
regarding.
I'm passing to uh Gaurav Dhable from Maharashtra. Gaurav, do you have any idea what is data center? Gaurav, you're speaking on mute. Or anyone else? Anyone? Sakshi.
Yeah.
What is data center?
So where all the servers are located.
So data center is the place for the storing the, it's a infrastructure level of services, whatever we discussed, right? So on the IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, all the services available in that data center. So with the equipped with the multiple server racks, and so uh, with our applications to storing the applications data.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. Okay, very good. So guys, data center is secure. Remember what it is? It's a secure physical facility. Means it's a premise. It's a facility where any organization keep its IT infrastructure. If I'm talking about Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing, so Microsoft is maintaining its infrastructure, it's a software, it's a security, it's a device, cooling center, everything means uh, like security, cooling center, power center, network equipments like routers, switches, UPS, CPU, CCTV, AC, biometrics, security guard, access card, network equipment, storage system, server, everything will be available within the premise. The premise is called, or the premise, or I would say the physical facility is called the data center. Now, question is, why do we need the data center? Data center, we need to store the huge amount of data. Nowadays, everywhere people are talking about the data, data, and data. So, guys, if you have the data, just think since morning, how much data you have produced. Maybe either you have received few MB data or you have delivered few MB data or GBs of data. So, guys, worldwide, there are close to 10 billion population. Every day, few hundred gigabytes of data is being produced per day. Means unlimited amount of data is produced on daily basis. Just think, if worldwide billions of people are using, or I would say millions of or billions of people are using electronic devices, software, hardware, this, that. So all these softwares or hardwares are generating the data. So we need some place where we can store our data. So question is, what is data center? So data center is the facility where companies are storing the huge amount or massive amount of data. In data center, so guys, in data center is used to run the application as well as the API. Data center is used to host the website. Data center support the cloud services. Data center ensure the high availability. It ensure the disaster recovery. It ensure the backup of the data. So guys, data center is the lowest part of any cloud. So normally, as a developer, what we used to say, we are saying, hey, I'm using this data center. So guys, you're not using data center. You are using region in cloud computing. But 90% cases, people don't know what is data center or what's the difference between data center or region. So here, suppose example, you see here, this is a data center. This is Microsoft data center. Okay, there are two types of data centers are available, horizontal or vertical data center. And this is the example of horizontal data center. Another example, I'm from Noida location. So in Noida, I'm going to show you Noida Iota data center. You see here, these are the buildings. It's not a single building. It's not a single premise. There are multiple premises are available. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 are the data center from a company named Iota. As of now, this is India's biggest data center for the time being, and it's the zone 1. I mean, this is the zone phase 1. Similarly, they have multiple data centers available in different phases. Hope it will be clear. What is the data center? So data center is, it's a secure physical facility where any organization or Microsoft is storing the IT infrastructure like the servers, storage, your data, networking equipment like the firewall, switch, router, power system like the UPS, generator, cooling center, AC, chiller, server, security devices like CCTV, camera, guard, access card, biometrics, power center, grid, connectivity, and many other things. So guys, the data center is the lowest level of the entity. So here, suppose India is one of the geographic locations. So in one of the geographic location, suppose guys, India is one of the geographic location. So let me do one thing. Let me use the map of India. So what I'm doing, India map. So guys, what I told you, India is one of the geographic locations. So in India, this is your geographic location. In one geographic location, Microsoft is offering total 3 regions. This is your region number 1. What is this? This is your region number 1. The region number 1 is available in Pune, or I would say Mumbai. Suppose the region number 1 is available in Mumbai, and the region number 2 is available in Pune. And the third region is available in Chennai. So guys, India is one of the geographic location. In this geographic location, we have 3 publicly available regions, and all these regions are internally connected. How internally connected? These regions are internally connected through the optical fiber cable. You see here, India is one of the geographic location. This is the icon for the geographic location. In this geographic location, we have multiple region available. South India. Whenever I'm talking about the South India, it means I'm talking about the Chennai. So in Chennai, we have a data center, we have a region available, name is South India. Another region is available in Central India, means Pune. And the third region is available, which is available publicly, which is in Bombay, means Mumbai. So in India, we have 3 publicly available region. We have some more regions available, like said South Central India. If anyone who is from Hyderabad, in Hyderabad also, Microsoft is trying to set up a region, and that will be operational by end of this year. Maybe in October, November, or December, it will start. And there are few more data centers. I mean, these are the data centers available, but these data centers are not publicly available. These are dedicated for some of the companies like Reliance Jio. Whatever the Jio data is generated by you guys, you, me, or some companies, all these data is maintained here in Gujarat, Jamnagar. Okay, so now question is, here how many regions are publicly available? We have total 3 publicly available regions are, and the region name is Chennai, Mumbai, and Pune. So here the region number 1, region number 2, and region number 3. This is clear. In one of the geographic location, there will be 3 regions, and all these 3 regions are connected through optical fiber cable for the quick response, for the better connectivity. So far, any question?
So what about Gujarat and others?
Okay.
So
what
those are in the same India region, or
no, it is part. No. India is not a region. India is one of the geographic location. In India geographic location, there are 2 types of regions are available. Some of the regions are open for all, and some of the regions are reserved for some of the specific companies. For example, there's one private region available that is dedicated for the Reliance Jio. Okay, you cannot, I cannot use, you cannot use. So what yesterday I told you, the nature of the business of Microsoft Azure is B2B as well as the B2C. So I'm the consumer. But Reliance is not a consumer. Reliance is business to business, means they are two legal entities. They are doing business together. If I'm talking about the nature of the business of private cloud, it's a B2B, business to business, while the nature of the public cloud is B2B as well as the B2C. So India is one of the geographic location. In this geographic location, we have 3 regions available. If you have any question, then please unmute and clear your doubts. And these regions are internally connected through optical fiber cables. Okay, no question. So guys, if no question, then let's continue from here. So first, what I'm doing, I'm going to start with the portal overview. So guys, Azure Cloud Computing, to access the Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing, there are multiple portals are available. The main portal is this portal.azure.com. This is the key portal. Key portal means this is the main portal. Apart from this, we have some other portals are available like shell.azure.com. This portal is used for the automation only. We have another portal available, aad.portal.azure.com. Nowadays, it is renamed as an intra. It's as an intra.azure.com. So intra.azure.com, shell.azure.com, portal.azure.com. So we have multiple portals available to provide the services. So what is portal? So portal is a platform, a web-based platform to create, build, deploy, manage, and monitor your application, data, or whatever the solution you're going to design. As a data engineer, as a software engineer, as a network admin, whatever the activity you're performing, everything you have to perform on top of the portal. So guys, to get the portal access, what we need the subscription. Microsoft is offering free subscription. This subscription will be valid for 1 month only. Now question is how to create the subscription and how much amount I'll get. So guys, the first portal URL is, this is the URL of the portal, portal.azure.com. Okay, just pass it. In my case, I have the subscription. So what I can do, I can pass my subscription detail. If I pass the subscription detail, I'll be able to log into the portal. You see here, what I did, I just passed my username and password. I'm able to log in. But in your case, the first time, if you're going to create it first time, so first time you have to create a new account. To create a new account, what I need a credit card. Debit card will not work. You need a credit card. So if you're going to use the credit card, just using credit card, you can create a new account. Microsoft will give you $200, which is 18,000 rupees. So guys, if you're going to create a free Microsoft Azure subscription, you'll get 18,000 Indian rupees credit in your subscription, and this 18,000 rupees will be valid for entire 1 month. Okay, if you're going to consume within 30 days, then very good. If you're not going to consume, then automatically on last day, your subscription will be automatically disabled and your amount will be reset to 0. Means your subscription will be expired. But remember, Microsoft will not charge anything. Whenever you're going to create the subscription that day, Microsoft will deduct 1 cent or 2 rupees. Either 1 cent if you're from India, then 2 rupees will be deducted from your account, and the same amount they will refund within 7 days. So as a user, as a learner, if you're going to work on the Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing, so I'll suggest you guys to create a subscription. Remember, you no need to create the subscription immediately. Maybe next Saturday, you guys can create a subscription, not today. So question is, what after 30 days? If Microsoft is providing the free subscription only for the 30 days, so this course will take time. So how to practice after 30 days, right? So guys, there are multiple solutions are available. So first is use the free subscription. Free subscription you guys can use for 30 days only. After 30 days, and in fact, you no need to create, suppose there are 9 members. Example, there are 9 members. So only only one member will create a subscription, and remaining two can use. For example, suppose Mr. Reddy, be ready. First user is be ready. Ready? Abhishek. Abhishek and Shivam. Suppose these three members are the part of one subgroup. So who can create? Maybe the first month, Reddy will create a subscription. And what the other two will do? Other two can use it. So it means three members can use the one subscription for 1 month. Next month, Abhishek will create subscription and remaining two also will use the same subscription. Third month, Shiva will create a subscription and remaining two can use. So using this technique, what you guys can do, you guys can practice free of cost for at least for 3 months. This technique is called the shared subscription. Now question is, what after it? What after 3 months? So after 3 months, if you have any other credit card, anyone else in your family is using credit card, so what you can do, you can use that credit card. If you don't have that option available, so most of the banks are offering VCC, virtual credit card. So what you can do, you can activate a virtual credit card. And activate another subscription. And what you can do, you can activate multiple virtual credit cards, activate and deactivate after the activation of the subscription. So using this technique, what you guys can do, you can use free subscription at least for a few years. This is technique number 2. If you don't have these two options are available, then in that case, what you can do, you can go with the pay-as-you-go subscription. Pay-as-you-go. So guys, most of the cloud professional, including data engineer, software engineer, network engineer, or anyone else, they are not practicing. Everyone is joining the classes like, okay, I'll plan to go with the Fabric classes, Databricks classes, this class, that class. But especially in Databricks or Data Factory classes, most of the members are not practically using or practically implementing because of the fear factor. Here I'm telling guys, just use the free subscription for 30 days on 90 days, not 30 or 90 days. 30 to 90 days. In study mode, after it, you can activate multiple multiple account using multiple. There are two types of plans are available. One is the developer plan. So whenever you're going to create anything, make sure you will create with either with the developer plan or spot spot discount. So if you're dealing with the infra services, then what you can do, you can go with the spot discount. If you're going with the spot discount, so Microsoft will give you in upfront, they will give you up to 79% discount. And in other cases, what you can do, you can go with the developer. If with the PaaS services, if you're using PaaS services, in PaaS services, what you can do, you can go with the another plan, which is called the developer plan. In developer plan or consumption plan, either developer or consumption plan. Okay, so what will happen if you're going to use the consumption plan? Microsoft will not charge anything until unless you're going to use it. If you use, then only you have to pay. Otherwise, you no need to pay even single rupees to Microsoft. In developer plan, if you're going with the developer plan, then the charge will be free of cost. It will free of cost for 60 minutes. Means you can use for 60 minutes. Or if the charges will be, very nominal, like 5 rupees, 3 rupees per day, 10 rupees per day. That's it. So guys, you no need to worry. Things are easy if you're trying to implement. So in infra-based solutioning, what you can do, you can go with the spot discount and delete the resources after the usage. Whenever the practice is completed, delete everything. Make sure in both of the cases, whether you're planning to go with the infra-based solutioning or PaaS-based solutioning, delete the resources after the usage. Suppose your practice is last 2 hours, in next 2 hours, just go and delete your resource group. And if you're using infra service, then in that case, you can create your infrastructure using the spot discount, where Microsoft will give you 79% discount in upfront. And these two options you guys can use whenever you're using pay-as-you-go subscription. Otherwise, here, whatever you want, you can enjoy up to 90 days. Here also, you can enjoy up to 30 days. Multiple. So guys, I'm using free subscription since last 12 years. I tell you one thing again, repeating, I'm using free subscription since last 12 years. If I'm using, then you also can use. Any question related to the subscription? Now question is, what is subscription? Let me put this on. So I tell you one thing, frankly speaking, most of the people are not practicing because of fear factor. So you don't need to worry. Any questions so far? Next is there are two types of services are available. So 99% Azure services are working on the subscription model. Now question is, what is subscription? Subscription is ongoing charges, just like the any Amazon Prime subscription. In Amazon Prime subscription, what we are doing, we are paying per year, like 1,000 rupees or 1,500 rupees per year we are paying. Here, the charges will be per minute. Whatever you're doing, you have to pay for every 1 minute. For example, I have a machine available, or I have 10 machine available. I'm using since last 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, if you delete, you have to pay only for the 10 minutes, not for the entire day or entire month. So here, and subscription is supporting multi-tenancy, means at a time, same subscription can be shared with the hundreds of users. Technically, it is possible. And whenever Microsoft is upgrading anything, there will not be additional charges. You don't need to pay anything extra for the services. You have to pay whatever you're going to use. So it's working on the pay-as-you-go model. So subscription is working on the pay-as-you-go model. There are few services, especially like the Intra ID. So Intra ID is working the licensing model. In this case, if you're, whether you're using or not using, you have to pay in upfront. Same like the Windows license. Suppose you are going to purchase a Windows or MS Office license or Visual Studio license. So whether you are using after it or not using, you have to pay in upfront. So guys, in licensing model, usually we are paying in upfront. While in subscription model, you have to pay for every 1 minute. Any questions so far from anyone else? Jagdish, Lalit?
So for license, so for a Microsoft Office is the SaaS service, right? So apart from this SaaS service, so should we have to get any license for the PaaS and IaaS services as well?
No. So in most of the cases, most of the services are working the subscription model. You don't need to buy any license. There are very few services which is working on the licensing model, like Intra ID. Okay. So guys, again repeating, subscription model. One is the subscription. Second is the licensing. So 99% services are working on subscription model, like API management, service bus, event hub, event grid, data factory, XYZ, whatever the services, VM, IP address, NIC, network, load balancer, traffic manager, whatever the services, almost all the services are working the subscription model. There are very few services which is working on licensing model. For it, you have to buy a license. Example is Intra ID. In that case, it's not working on the per minute billing. It's not working the pay-as-you model. It's working on the licensing model. Whether you're using after the purchase or not, you have to pay for it. While in subscription model, if you have created anything, if you're using, then only you have to pay. So most of the Azure services are working on subscription model. Any question from anyone related to subscription or license, then please unmute and clear your doubts. Ramu, Shailesh, Shivam.
Yeah, Aradhya, one quick question. If you have a M365 license, Microsoft Office license, does it?
Can you come closer to the mic?
Can you hear me?
Your voice is not much clear, Shailesh.
Can you hear me now?
Not much clear. You can type your question in chat. Okay. So next, in Azure Cloud Computing, there are many types of subscriptions that are available. One subscription is called the free subscription. So guys, if you're using the free subscription or trial subscription is valid for 30 days with the multiple type of limitations. For example, if you're planning to create 20 machine, 10 machine, 5 machine, you will not be allowed. At a time, you can create maximum. Remember, if you're going, suppose in cloud computing, in free subscription, if you're going to create a free subscription, so you can do whatever the practice you want. But remember, with the limitation, like you can create 2 machines at a time, you can create 1 website, you can create 1 database, and with the less configuration, you cannot create with the very higher configuration. Second subscription is called and in this case you'll get $200, which is 18,000 Indian rupees credit that you guys can use for 1 month. After 1 month, automatically it will be disabled and there will not be any additional charges. Whenever you will try to create a subscription, that time you have to pay 2 rupees, and these 2 rupees will be refunded by Microsoft within 7 days. The second type of subscription is called the student subscription. So if you're a student of any engineering college or university, so what you can do, you can communicate or you can discuss with your IT department. They may issue the student subscription, but the student subscription will be valid for 30 days with a $100 amount only. Only $100 amount you'll get here. Here you'll get the $200. Here you'll get $100. For the trial subscription, you need a credit card. While for the student subscription, credit card is not required. Nothing is required. Just it will be activated from the IT department of your engineering college. Third type of subscription is the MSDN subscription. In MSDN subscription, you will get $50, $100, or $150, or 4,000, 8,000, or 12,000 rupees per month. So guys, this is for the partners. So there are lots of companies are working with the partners. So what Microsoft is doing, Microsoft issue the multiple subscription to their partners so that they can do some POC, they can do some research and development. And next is startup. So if you're running a company, a new company, if you're going to start, so there are 2 programs Microsoft. One is the B-Spark program, Microsoft B-Spark program, or another program is called as the Microsoft Starter program. So what you can do, you can enroll your company under the B-Spark or program. In this case also, Microsoft will give you free subscription for next 5 years. And one more is, if you're Microsoft certified trainer or MVP, then Microsoft will give you 10,000 rupees per month for the practice, POC, learning and teaching purpose. And in production environment, mostly we use the pay-as-you-go subscription. So guys, this is the subscription we use in a pay-as-you-go in a production environment. And for the POC learning purpose or training purpose, we use the other type of subscription. So it's not the complete list of subscriptions. There are multiple other type of subscriptions are available. But remember, Azure Cloud Computing is mostly working on subscription model. It's not working on licensing model. So there's a question from Shailesh. If you have the Microsoft 365 license, does it include the MEID, means intra ID? Yes. Microsoft 365 always include the intra ID, at least at the basic level. Basic level of the support is available, not the premium level. So we have in intra license, we have multiple type of license are available, but basic license is available with the Microsoft 365 for the intra ID. Now again, I'll take a pause. If you have any question, guys, so far, then please unmute and ask the question.
Okay, so I have a question regarding the subscription. I have this developer accounts subscription. I don't know if you're aware of it, the one that ends on Microsoft.com. So can I use that for my learning? And I also have a student account with, yeah, it's limited, but is it possible to convert it to pay as you go at the end of the day after the free features is expired?
If you're using student account or you're using free account, after 30 days, both account will be deactivated. But in case you want to convert the same in a pay-as-you-go, technically it is feasible, you can convert. Remember, Microsoft will not charge anything for the first 30 days. But after 30 days, if you convert your account from free to paid one, then in that case, the charges will be applicable as per your uses. One more point, if you are working with a student, you are learning. If you have done some mistake in beginning, so what you guys can do, you can discuss with Microsoft. Means if you have, because of your mistake, if the billing increased somehow, then what you can do, you can raise a ticket to the Microsoft, request that, hey, I'm the student, please waive off the amount. So they may give you 100%, up to 100% waiver. Remember, but if you're doing the same mistake multiple times, they will not do. But 1 or 2 times, they will help you to waiver whatever the amount it is. It is 100 rupees, 100,000 rupees, or 10 lakh rupees. They will give the waiver 1 or 2 times, not multiple times. If you're the habitual, then they will not help you. But 1, 2, or 3 times, they will help you.
So, Aradhya, this Shailesh, one quick question. Like, if you
Shailesh, can you please come closer to the mic? Your voice is, I mean, you're very far from the microphone. Please type your question. Okay. So one more point here, guys, billing, pricing in cloud project, everyone nowadays, everyone, X, Y, Z, everyone is planning for the cloud. But remember, cloud is just like a smart weapon. If you're expert, then, you can do whatever you want. Means it's a very lethal. It's totally up to the person who is driving. If you're smart, then you can deliver a best solution. If you're not smart, then you can deliver a worse solution. So guys, here architecting, decisioning, deep knowledge is required. What people are doing nowadays, everyone is just looking for the overview. Overview will not work. It may help you for today, tomorrow, but not for the long time. So if you're expert, if you have the detailed knowledge, you can survive for the very long time. So here pricing, normally in most of the cases, the monthly operation cost of the cloud-based project is very higher compared to the on-premise one. So, but still companies are using. And remember, companies are using, they are paying also. Companies are paying. But the problem is the cost is very high. And if you can maintain or you can optimize the cost up to 30%, 40%, yeah, you'll be popular within the organization. There are very few people everywhere. I'm talking about X, Y, or Z company everywhere. There are very few people who are good in optimization. The region, most of the people, most of the professors don't have the very detailed knowledge or decisioning or architecting type of knowledge. So what they do, they are preferring to go with the default value. You cannot go with the default value. Depending on the situation, you have to decide your strategy. If you have proper strategy, if you have the deep knowledge, then you can optimize the cost. So now question is, whenever you're going to provide a solution to the customer, how to decide how much the customer has to pay? So for this one, Microsoft is offering a portal. This is the portal azure.microsoft.com calculator. So what you can do, whenever any customer is asking for any of the solutions, so what you can do, you just go and create a budget. So here, what I'm doing, I'm going to create a budget. So yeah, this is very important, guys. Whatever I'm going to tell you, this is very important. So budget is, suppose what I'm planning, I'm going to create Azure price calculator. Azure, just type here in Google, Azure price calculator. This is the link, azure.microsoft.com pricing calculator. Okay. Suppose you're working for a customer name is Coca-Cola. For Coca-Cola, suppose you have proposed as an architect, or maybe your architect proposed to set up a call center. In call center, you're looking for 2 very high configuration server and 500 low configuration machine with the Linux. The server will be with the Windows and the client machine will be with the Linux. Okay. Suppose guys, what I'm going to subscribe 500 machines. So here, suppose my customer is from Coca-Cola India. So my users will be from India. So what I'll do, I'll select here India. Okay, you see here. So, okay, Center India. So in Center India, for users, I'm planning to go with the Linux operating system. And what I'm looking for the basic configuration, and total how many machines I'm looking for? I'm looking for total 500 machines. If these machines will run 24/7, remember, if these machines will run 24/7, means 730 hours per month. And with the basic configuration, then including all these machines, I have to pay $6,500. This is the amount you have to pay after 1 month, not in upfront, guys. Just think, as a company, if you're planning to buy 500 machines, how much you have to pay? Huge amount you have to pay. Plus software, infrastructure cost, hardware cost, manpower, electricity, cabling. I mean, there are lots of expenses required. Millions of dollar investment will be required here. But here, how much you have to pay? You have to pay only $6,500. And this is not the final amount. In case you want to get the discount from the Microsoft, that is also possible. I'll tell you how. So for the time being, I'm going to subscribe 500 machine with a very basic configuration. And this machine will run 24/7. Then I have to pay $6,500. Apart from this, I'm going to subscribe 2 servers. Okay, 2 servers where I'm planning to create in Central India. Okay, Central India, Miss Pune. Here also, suppose guys, I'm planning to go with the Linux, and I'm planning to go with the 2 server, only 2 server with a very high configuration. Suppose guys, what I'm planning to go with the okay, I'm planning to go with the 2 high configuration server with the 16 CPU and 64 GB memory each machine. I'm going to create 2 machines. In each machine, there'll be 16 CPU and 64 GB memory. And if these 2 machines are working 24/7, then how much I have to pay? $500. Okay, only $500 you have to pay. Suppose guys, I'm giving a commitment to the Microsoft that, okay, I will use this machine at least for 1 year. If you're committing to the Microsoft that you're going to use this machine for 1 year, then 32% discount you'll get here. It means you have to pay only $391. And if you're committing that you will use at least for the 3 year, then $253 you have to pay. And if you're committing that you are going to pay as a reserve plan, you are going to pay, then $212 you have to pay only for these 2 servers. Initially, you were supposed to pay close to $600, but after all the type of discount, you have to pay only $200. So it means discount is also possible if you're committing that you're going to use at least for a few years. Upadhyay ji, is it clear? Spars Upadhyay, Bhanu, Bhopal Reddy.
All clear, sir. All good, all good.
So, RNA, actually, I have one question. So, for example, in the same configuration, so with the same configuration with the $212, I can pay for a month. So, suddenly, so my infrastructure got changed within after 1 year. The rates also
It will be
changed.
calculated on pro rata base. In that case, it will be calculated on pro rata base.
Okay.
Okay, so anytime you can decrease the size.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a question from Shailesh. Shailesh is saying, when are you saying to delete the resource group after every session? Do we need to create this every time? But okay, yes. So in pay as usually, see, we are the student. So as a student, if I'm telling you to spend $500 per month, it's not good. So what you can do, just practice and delete after the uses. Next day, whenever it is required, just go and create it. So there are 2 advantages. One is your billing will be optimized. The second advantage is if same thing you're doing multiple times, then you are practicing multiple times, it will help you to gain the confidence also. And one more point, you'll say, hey, I don't want to do the same activity. Then you don't have any solution. Do one thing, learn the automation, and using the automation, you can do it. Using the automation, just within 2 minutes, you can do it. Just create a script and execute it. You don't need to do it manually. Can we leave it after 30 days? Yes, after 30 days, you can leave it. There will not be any additional charges. After 30 days, your subscription will be disabled, and there will not be any additional charges from the Microsoft. Okay, so guys, it's totally up to you. One, if you're planning to go with the pay-as-you-go model, there is no discount. But in case you are giving assurance to the Microsoft that you will use these ecosystem, whatever the services you're going to subscribe, if you're giving the assurance that you're going to use at least for 3 years, then up to 63% discount you'll get here. So earlier I was supposed to pay close to $600. Now I have to pay for these two servers only $212. Okay, let's create something else. Suppose in my solution, what I'm looking for 5 different websites also. So you see here, for the website, we have multiple solutions available. Like if it is enterprise level of the website, then you can go with the app service environment. There's a service available which is used to deploy, develop, and manage the websites on directly without VM. So in that case, either you can go with app service or app service environment. So for the time being, I'm going to create an app service. And how many websites I'm looking for? Suppose, guys, I'm planning to create total 5 websites. And all these websites I'm going to create in Pune, Central India. And this website is also I'm planning to run on. So if you see here, in PaaS services, you're using the free tier. In infra services, you're getting discount, spot discount, plus some other techniques are available. In PaaS services, we have the free tier available. So most of the people are not practicing because of the fear factor. But remember, if you understand the cloud, then free of cost you can practice. But because of the fear factor, people are not working. So if you're planning to go with the free one, 60 minutes per day, you can use it free of cost. Means per day, 1 hour you can practice with the free one. Otherwise, suppose I'm planning to go with the basic one. With the basic configuration, I'm planning to go with. So how many websites I'm planning to manage here? 5 websites. So including all 5 websites, I have to pay $65. So guys, I can deploy, manage, and monitor fully dynamic 5 websites. And how much I have to pay? $65. Means $13 per website I have to pay per month. Okay. What else? If I have multiple servers, so what I'm looking for the load balancer also. To manage the traffic, I'm going to subscribe the load balancer. That is another service. And all these are part of your course. Means, so here, for the load balancer, this also I'm going to subscribe in Center India. What I'm looking for the basic load balancer, which is free of cost. But remember, very soon basic is about to retire. So I'll go with the standard load balancer where I have to pay $23. So guys, $23 I have to pay. Plus, I'm looking for, in my call center, there are lots of data. So I'm planning to maintain my data. And what is the size, what space I'm looking for? Suppose I'm looking for 10 terabyte or petabyte or whatever the size you're looking for. So here in Center India, I'm going to store the data. And how much data I'm planning to store? I'm planning to store 10 terabyte of data, or maybe 1 terabyte of data. I have 1 terabyte data. So how much you have to pay? $20. If you are going to store 1 terabyte data, then in that case, you have to pay 20.48, means $21 you have to pay. If you're going to store 1 GB of data, then how much you have to pay? 0.02 cent. It means 1 rupees 80 paise you have to pay per GB. So just think, guys, if you have 1 GB data that you are planning to store in the cloud computing, then how much you have to pay? 1 rupees 80 paise only. So now tell me, it's the cheapest or costliest one? If you have 1 GB data that you're planning to maintain here, and you have to pay 1 rupees 80 paise only. So guys, it's manageable. It's it's not a very high cost. It's a very nominal cost, 0.02 cent, which is 1 rupees and 80 paise per month you have to pay. So guys, finally, let's calculate the cost. And similarly, guys, suppose I'm looking for the data box, I'm looking for the age, I'm looking for this, that, whatever the services you're going to use, just go and add the service and calculate the budget. So finally, guys, suppose to set up a call center, I was looking for 500 machines. These machines will run 24/7. Or if you're working on the shift, suppose these machines will run not 24/7, only 8 hours in a day. Then 300 hours per month I'm going to run my machine. Means 8 hours per day I'll run. In that case, only $2,700 you have to pay. Remember, if you run these machines 24/7, means if your call center is operational 24/7, then you have to pay full amount. If it is working only 8 hours, 9 hours, or 10 hours, then 300 hours if you're running, then you have to pay only $2,691. And finally, suppose guys, means whatever the services you're applying to you, just add all the services and pass the correct parameter. After is, here we have a button available. Just scroll down, scroll in last, and here we have button available, scroll, export. And if you're working for the Indian customer, just select the INR. Here, just select the Indian rupees. If you're working for the US based customer, just select the US dollar. Australian based customer, Australian dollar. Brazilian, then Canadian dollar, Denmark, or Euro. Whatever the currency you want, you just select the currency and click on the export button. Okay, this is your estimated cost. This is your monthly estimated cost. So guys, whenever you will, as an architect, whenever you will propose any solution to the customer, the very first question your customer will ask, hey, what will be the monthly operation cost? So guys, this will be your monthly operation cost. If you're going to subscribe 500 machine, you see here, let me enable this. If you're going to subscribe 500 basic type of machines, 2 very high configuration server, 5 websites. How many websites? 5 websites with the B1 series and load balancer and whatever the GB of data you're looking for. So guys, this is the monthly estimated cost. And upfront, you don't need to pay anything. You have to pay $2,993 after 1 month of the uses. So this is the way how we calculate the budget in our production environment, or whenever whenever the project will start. Before starting the project, all these will be discussed. As a admin, as an architect, or as a developer, sometimes you have to deal with this. Now, again, I take a pause. If you have any question, then please unmute and clear your doubts, guys. Manohar Biredi.
Aradhi, like I have one question. Suppose if I reserved for 3 years, in case after 1 year, if I don't want that machine, like how
Very
how
good
it
question.
works? Yeah.
So in that case, what Microsoft is doing, it's a legal agreement. In that case, if it is pay as you go, you can, without any discussion with Microsoft, you can do whatever you want. But if you're looking for such type of discounts, so there'll be agreement between both of the parties, both of the legal entities that I'm going to use for minimum for 3 years. So if you don't want to continue after 6 months or 1 year, in that case, you have to pay penalty. Means some penalty you have to pay to Microsoft, and that will be the part of legal agreement.
Okay.
So if I'm talking about the organizations like big organizations like Coca-Cola, Walmart, all these companies are preferring to go with the reserve plan for at least for a few years.
Okay. So that penalty amount will be mentioned in the agreement.
That is offline process, and it will be mentioned. It's not or some may or may not be the penalty. If you're saying, hey, I'm planning, if you're giving some other offer, then there will not be any penalty also.
Okay.
Even I'll give example. For 3 years, close to 3 years, I worked for the Accenture also. My customer was Dabur India Limited. So whenever the Dabur were developing any application, means Accenture, means developer or software engineers or data engineers from the Accenture side. But the payment was not done by Dabur, it was done by Microsoft. The reason Dabur is maintaining is a data inside the data center, Microsoft data center. So development effort, whatever the development related bill is generated, it is paid by Microsoft. But there's an agreement between Dabur and Accenture, and Microsoft that all the development costs will be borne by Microsoft, and Dabur data center will be used for the other operation activities. Microsoft data center will be used for the operation activities.
Got it.
So guys, it depends. If there's a better offer available, maybe there will not be any penalty. So most of the big organization where things are clear that, okay, we will use this project for the long time, usually they are preferring to go with the long-term solution. And remember, as a manager, as a director, as a vice president, they don't know all these. A person who is working as an architect, they are telling that, okay, what you can do, you can reduce your operation cost these are 3 approaches or 4 approaches are available. You have to tell them. For example, in my last project, monthly operation cost was $28,000. When I joined the project, after my analysis, the operation cost reduced up to $17,000. Means $11,000 per month saving. But remember, you can propose only if you are good. If you have deep knowledge of Azure services, then only you can propose. Otherwise, you can work like the developer, not more than that. And industry is looking for the skilled professional, multi-skilled professional. If you're multi-skilled, you are more valuable. Okay. Any question? If you have so far, please unmute and ask your question.
3-year reserve means there are no cost increasing, right? So it's a fixed cost.
It's a fixed cost.
Fixed
Yeah,
cost. Yeah.
fixed cost.
Okay. And one more
Fixed
thing
and
is
discounted cost. Fixed and discounted cost.
discounted cost. Yes. So one more thing. So for example, as a architect, so if we have any question, so regarding to prepare the budget plan, so can we take the support from the Microsoft as well?
You can. You can, but normally it is, normally as an architect, if you're taking the help from the Microsoft, it means you're not the architect. Frankly speaking, you're not the architect. The region, do you think a person who is in Microsoft support, they are better than you? Answer, I'll tell you in advance, no. They are not better than you. Microsoft is not helping. Microsoft vendors are helping you guys. Like TCS, Wipro, Accenture, these employees will help you.
Yeah.
And maybe they are not better than architect. So guys, Microsoft is not a very big company if I'm talking especially about the headcount wise. If you check the TCS and Microsoft, headcount wise, both are almost same. Almost same. But remember, Microsoft, there are 2 types of employees. One is the vendor employee, second the permanent Microsoft employee. So Microsoft permanent employee will not help you in all these. Their vendor employee will help you. And vendor employees are not better than you. A person who is working as an architect, a core architect, why the salary range is very high for them? The region, they have very deep understanding of the infra services, PaaS services, SaaS services, automation, and multi-skill. They are multi-skill. They have better control on multiple type of services. That's why usually in India, the salary structure for the architect is very high. It's somewhere between 40 lakhs to 1 CR. Any questions so far? Sparsh Upadhyay, Bhanu, Bhupal Reddy, B. Reddy Manohar. Any question, guys?
All good, sir. All good, sir.
Okay. Next is, guys, how the system is designed. Today I'm just preparing you guys for the all upcoming sessions. The region in real time, if you're going for X, Y, or Z course, no one is talking about all these. And because of it, you blindly close your eyes and decide. You're just focusing on the code only. So remember, you can be a good coder, you cannot. Being a good coder, it doesn't mean that you are a good architect. You cannot be a good architect. To appear as an architect, you should be multi-skill and very detailed knowledge required. If you have such type of profile, then yes, you can appear. So guys, region. So here I was talking about, okay. So you see here, I was talking about the geographic location. So here worldwide, we have multiple geographic location like India or Indian subcontinent is one of the geographic location. China is another geographic location. Australia, Gulf country, European countries, North America, South America, Canada, Africa, the other geographic region. In one of the geographic region, there'll be multiple region. So guys, Azure region is set of data center. In one region, there will be multiple data center. You see, this is region. Within the region, there'll be multiple data center. So let me draw architecture. Okay. So guys, this is India is one of the geographic location. In this geographic location, we have multiple region available. This is smallest region. Mumbai is Mumbai. This is Mumbai. So Mumbai is one of the smallest region. And this is Pune. So let me note it down here. Okay, so this region is called the South India. South India means Chennai. This is Chennai region. This is your South India region. So if any customer, you're working for any customer who is from South India, so I'll suggest you guys to propose them to use the South India. Means just tell them to maintain their data in the South India, not here in Central India. Do not maintain any data outside India. If your customer is from India, especially South India, if any customer who is from South India, just recommend them to use the Indian region or South Indian region, not the outside India. If any customer who is from, especially from Mumbai, so just recommend them to use the Mumbai region. Means tell them to maintain everything in Mumbai, not outside Mumbai. Okay. And we have one more region available. This region is called the Central India. So if any customer, you have any customer from any other region like Rajasthan, MP, UP, Bihar, Assam, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, so for them, I'll suggest you to recommend them to go with the Central India. Central India means Pune. So guys, for any company, for any customer who is from South India, tell them to use the South India data center or South India region. Any customer who is from Mumbai, especially from Mumbai, I'll suggest you to recommend them to go with the Mumbai. It's a West India. West India means Mumbai. Mumbai. I'll tell you the region behind it. So guys, in India, we have 3 publicly available regions are. One more region will be available in Hyderabad by end of the year. But for the timing, we have 3 publicly available regions, and all these regions are internally connected through optical fiber cable. Not only all these 3. Worldwide, we have 70 plus regions are available, and all 70 regions are internally connected through optical fiber cables. Okay. So guys, this is Pune. Okay. So guys, any data that you're going to maintain here, if you're going to maintain any data in Mumbai, so Mumbai will be your DC. Data center will be available in this region. Your data center will be available in this region. So your DC means data center will be Mumbai, but it's a backup copy will be maintained in a South India. The distance between Mumbai and South India is close to 2000 kilometers. So its backup will not be stored in a Pune. Similarly, if you're going to store any data in Pune, its a backup will be available. Its a backup will be available in Chennai. It will not be available in Mumbai. And if you're going to store any data here, if you're going to maintain any data here, so it's a backup. Once again, there's slightly changes here. It's a 1. Okay. It will be like this. So guys, it's a one way. Means Mumbai data will be backed up in a Chennai. Chennai data will be backed up here in Pune, and Pune data will be backed up here in Chennai. Now question is, These two regions are very close, Mumbai and Pune. These two are very close. So why Microsoft is not maintaining the backup to this region? The region is there's a logic available. The logic here is for the high availability, to achieve the high availability, minimum distance between two regions required is 300 miles, which is 450 kilometer. And what is the distance between these two? The distance between Mumbai and Pune is only 200 kilometer. So logically, it's not possible to store the backup of the data in Mumbai data in a Pune, or Pune data backup in a Chennai. Why? The region is, suppose there's a tsunami, there's an earthquake, so there's a possibility going, or there's a war situation. Because of the war situation, tsunami or earthquake, maybe both of the regions will be impacted. But remember, if there's a tsunami or earthquake here in Mumbai, so this is safe region, means there's a 2,000 kilometer distance here, so there will not be impact, or there will not be much impact here in South India. That's why there's a rule available. The rule is called the region pairing. Region pairing. For the region pairing, the rule is saying that, okay, so this concept is called the region pairing. Region pairing. So guys, for the region pairing, what the rule is, the minimum distance required between two regions is minimum 300 miles, which is 450 kilometers. So here, if you're going to maintain any data in Mumbai, its a backup will be available in Chennai. Chennai backup will be available in Pune, and Pune backup will be available in Chennai. That's why you see it's a one-way, and it's a two-way. Mumbai, Pune to Chennai, Chennai to Pune. But here, Mumbai data will be maintained, or backup will be maintained in Chennai. Chennai will not be maintained in Mumbai. Why? Suppose if Microsoft is maintaining the backup here, then because of the war situation, or earthquake, or any other region, there may be a chance that both of the regions will be impacted. To avoid such type of impact, what Microsoft are recommending? Microsoft are recommending that if you're going to maintain any data, by default, it's a backup will be available in South India, not in Pune. Now, again, it's time for the Q&A. If you have any question, please unmute and clear your doubts.
Because Aradhe, why they won't maintain backup in Pune? Like both are nearby.
Anyone else? Can someone respond to this question? Somnath, Nehal Bhosle. Suppose, tell me one thing.
Can you repeat the question?
Have you ever observed or faced earthquake? Suppose there's an earthquake in Delhi NCR. If there's an earthquake here in Delhi NCR, so there'll be impact in Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan also, maybe MP also, right? But if there's an earthquake here in Delhi, so there will not be impact in Chennai. So if there'll be earthquake here, maybe after 10 year, 20 year, 50 year, if there's a huge impact, so because of the earthquake, maybe the both of the regions will be impacted. To avoid the downtime, as a strategic solution, what they have decided that the data will not be maintained, means backup data will not be maintained near to the primary region. So if this is the primary region, backup will be available thousands of kilometers away from the primary, not here. Otherwise, maybe not today, maybe after 10 or 20 years, there'll be impact. There's a huge impact of the earthquake, and both of the regions will be down. If both regions are down, it means there's a downtime of situation. To avoid the downtime of situation, Microsoft is following this strategy.
Okay.
So, sir, it will be provided by the Azure services itself, right? The consumer will not be doing it.
Correct. You no need to do it. It's an automated process.
Right.
It's automated process, but as an architect, you should understand. Then accordingly, you have to decide your solution.
Okay, got it. Like if in any kind of disruption, they'll be using the backup service if they are
Yes.
unable to use the nearby location. Right?
Correct. So as a developer, normally a person who is working as a developer, what they are thinking about the code. Remember, guys, you
Right.
can line millions of line of code, but if there's impact, there's a disaster. Whatever the code is you have written, it will be zero.
Right.
Okay. So it's the responsibility of an admin, or it's the responsibility of an architect to design a solution so that your code should be up and running 24/7, even after the disaster also. Everyone please go on mute. Everyone, please go on mute. What's any question?
No, sir. All good. All good.
Okay.
Out there. Yep. Thank you.
So if the Japan is a small country, so how the let's assume only one data center inside the Japan country. So in that case, how the region pair will happen?
Okay. Very good. Japan East, Japan West. Clear?
Yeah.
Japan East and Japan West.
So if
Plus, there are few countries where there's a single region. For example, Malaysia. There's a single region available. So in that case, there'll be agreement between two countries that, okay, Indonesia data will be maintained in Malaysia and Malaysia data will be maintained. Backup will be over there. Similar example, initially, I mean, there's the impact. Such type of, they have the system available in Japan and Korea. So there'll be agreement between governments also, between two governments also. It's a possible.
okay, got it.
Okay. So guys, in fact, Gulf countries, situation is almost same in Gulf countries, but they also have some legal agreement between two governments. So far, if you have any question, then please unmute and clear your doubts. And here, what I'm doing, I'm sharing this link. I'll suggest you guys to go through it and just get a tour of data center, how exactly the data centers are designed internally. So here, I'm sharing a link. Please go through it. Okay, so here there's a question from Shailesh. Is there any contract that data center is strictly within the country, DC, not outside? What happened when the Philippines call center needs support from India? Okay, so yes, so very good question. So guys, anyone, any idea? There's a question. So no idea, guys.
Okay. That compliance any rules.
So is there any contract that data stays strictly within a country data center? Yes, but with the clear boundary. Even if I'm talking about the Microsoft 365 or Azure, in Microsoft, I mean, this is governed by data residency, product terms, data production. There are multiple clauses, there are multiple agreement. So it depends on the situation, what type, where, and what type. For example, it's not possible between India and China. It's not possible between India and Pakistan. But all these are possible between India, Nepal, India, Bhutan, India, Sri Lanka. It is possible. For example, if any customer who is from Sri Lanka, they are maintaining the data in Chennai. If any customer is from Bhutan or from Nepal, they are maintaining the data here in Pune. But Pakistan data is not maintained here in India. The region, there's an agreement. There's no agreement between these two governments. Okay, especially for the data, there's no agreement. So you see here, I'll suggest you guys to click on these blue icons and get the detail how exactly, like in case you want to enter in a lobby, how internally data centers are designed. I'll suggest you guys to just go and check. Enter the lobby and get the detail. So it will take time. So guys, I'll not go in detail here. This is just a video. I'll suggest you to go through it. Just check how exactly the operation rooms are, how data centers are available, how it is working, electric supply, backup, this, that, everything will be available here. Anyway, so this link I already have shared in the chat window. Please just go through it. Next, any question?
So you said there are data centers are two types with horizontal and vertical, right?
Correct,
So
correct.
what
So
are the difference?
correct. So there are two type of data centers are available: horizontal data center as well as the vertical data center. Vertical data center means there'll be single floor. Mostly there'll be single floor or two floor, and there'll be multiple buildings. I mean, this is a horizontal. In case of vertical, there'll be multiple data center in the same building. For example, Mumbai, where the land is getting, getting enough land is not so easy. So in such type of cities or location, Microsoft is using vertical data center, where everything will be available vertically within a building. Okay, so
Yeah.
guys, region pairing. Each Azure regions paired within the other region within the same geographic locations. For the regional pairing, all the region must be in the same geographic location. Okay, then only. So guys, India is one of the geographic location. In India, we have three regions available. That's why the pairing is possible here. In India and Gulf pairing is not possible. The region Gulf is one geographic location, India is another geographic location. So here region pairing is not possible. Plus, for the region pairing, minimum distance required is 300 miles. 300 miles means 450 kilometers, and distance between Mumbai and Pune is only 200 kilometers. So region pairing is not possible here. And for the region pairing, minimum distance 350 miles, and here it is possible. That's why Mumbai data is backed up here in South India. South India is backup is maintained in Pune, and Pune backup is maintained in the South India. You see here, West India is paired with the South India, Central India is paired with South India, South India is paired with the Central India, East US is paired with the West US is paired with the East US, and Southeast Asia is paired with the East Asia. This concept is clear to all of you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
If it is clear, then let's go in detail. So, guys, let's talk about the geographic is clear. Now let's talk about the region. Okay. And remember, soon I'm going to start the practical. As of now, I'm preparing the foundation for all upcoming session. Whenever the practice will start, so 80% time I'll focus on the practice. As of now, I'm assuming you guys are totally new. That's why I'm trying to move little slowly with the very basic to basic details so that easily you can understand. Okay, so next is region.
I don't think one question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, suppose any country wants to reside their data into within their country only, right? It means they don't want to share the data with the other countries, or what? Why?
Yes.
Like that?
So normally, in most of the cases, most of the countries don't want to expose data outside the countries.
Okay, but in that case, is there any cases if they want to share with the other countries? It's not strictly not possible.
In Europe, they have in European Union they have agreement that the data exchange is possible after the agreement.
Okay, got it.
After the agreement, it is possible. In India, China, Pakistan, it is not possible. Even in India and US, it's also not available.
Okay.
So, but in some of the cases, yes, it is possible. So data and its security is very sensitive matter. So it is possible only after the agreement. Otherwise, not possible.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so another concept is region. So guys, this is geographic region. In this geographic region, the geographic location, we have multiple region available. Region 1, 2, and region 3. So in one region, suppose guys, this is one of the region. In one region, there will be multiple data center. So Microsoft is offering two type of region, type A region and type B region. This is very important, guys. Make sure you'll follow here. So guys, this is a region. Okay. In this region, Microsoft will give you minimum 3 data center. How many in one region? How many data center you'll get? Minimum 3 data center. It can be 6 also, but minimum you'll get 3 data centers. So this is your DC1, DC2, and DC3. Whenever I'm saying DC means I'm talking about the data center. So here you will get minimum 3 data center in one region. Suppose guys, these 3 are the data centers. And these 3 data centers will be internally connected. Worldwide, we have 70 plus regions available. All these regions are internally connected, and these data centers also will be internally connected. Okay, what is this? The outer boundary is nothing, just a region. This is your region. And this type of region is called the type A region. What it is called? It is called type A region. Example of type A region in India is West India, means Mumbai. West India is an example. South India is also type A region. South India. So these two are the example of this. And what this is data center. DC1, DC2, and DC3. So guys, here okay, so this is one type of region. This we have one more type of region available, where inside a region, within a region, there'll be 3 zones. This is type B region. Normally, the type B region will be available with the in a modern or the new region which is recently created, or wherever the Microsoft is going to upgrade, over there only it is possible. So you see, suppose guys, this is a region. This is called the type B region. Type B region. An example of type B region is Center India. Center India means Pune. When I'm saying Center India means I'm talking about the Pune. So here in Pune, this is your region. In this region, there are 3. How many? There are total 3 zones available. Means there are 3 buildings available. There'll be 3 buildings available. Suppose this is zone 1. This is zone 2. And this is zone 3. Okay. Within a zone, there'll be multiple data centers. Suppose this is zone 1. This is zone 2. And this is your zone 3. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Okay. So these 3 are zone. Within a zone, there will be minimum 1 data center, maximum will be 3 data center. How many data center in a zone? Minimum 1 and maximum 3. One more point. Here, why I'm drawing all these? If I want, I can describe. Anyone? Can someone tell me why I'm focusing on the drawings?
So that a topic should be remembered and should be cleared.
Correct. So guys, if I want, within 1 minute, I can verbalize. But remember, after 5 days, 3 days, overall result will be 0. Means you'll forget almost everything. So here, in upcoming session, whatever the sessions are delivered, I'll focus on the drawings, means architecture designing, discussion, as well as the implementation. 80% time, I'll focus on the implementation. As of now, we are in a foundational stage, so I'll go slowly. But going forward in future, I'll increase my speed and I'll focus mainly on the implementation. So you see here, these 3 are the data center, and these data centers are available in these. Number will be 1, 2, or 3. It can be 1, 2, or 3 in each zone. So here, zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. So this is type B region, where within the region, there'll be 3 zones available. This is zone 1. What is this? This is zone 1. Zone 1. This is zone 2. And this is zone 3. Zone 2 and zone 3. And these 3 zones will be interconnected. So wait for a few seconds, guys. So you see here, these 3 zones will be interconnected. Okay, so we have 2 types of region available, type A region and type B region. In type A region, within the region, you'll get multiple data centers. What these boxes are? These boxes are nothing, just a data centers. So here, this is your DC1. DC2 and DC3. Okay, so guys, in type A region, you will get 3 data centers. In type B region, in a region, you'll get 3 zones. Within the zone, you'll get minimum 1 and maximum 3 data centers. In India, we have 3 regions available. 2 regions are type A and 1 region is type B. If any region which is created recently, it will be type B region. And there are lots of places where Microsoft is upgrading the region also. So after the upgrade, maybe going forward after 5 to 10 years, most of the regions will be upgraded to type B. But for the time being, there are 30% region which is type A and 70% nowadays, close to 70%. No, I would say 40% regions are type A and 60% regions are type B. Okay. In case you have any questions so far, then please unmute and clear your doubts, guys. Sparsh Upadhyay, Anu, Gopal Reddy.
Or
No,
okay. So here in the coming to the Pune region, for example, type B region. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3 has the different different data centers. So all these in the same premises, I mean the same location.
Perfect. Very good. So guys, in most of the cases, all these 3 zones will be available with most of the region. It will be available within the same premise, but it's not guaranteed. Maybe there'll be distance between 2 zones, maybe in the same city but different premise. That is also possible. So minimum distance between zones will be minimum 500 meter, maximum can be 50 kilometer also.
Okay. So in the
example is, suppose one zone is available in Delhi, second zone is available in Noida, third is available in Gurgaon within 50 kilometer. Technically, it is possible.
So in the each
Another
zone,
example I'll show you. Practical example I'm going to show you. In Noida, Yota, Yota data center. This data center is very close to my location. They had 2 zones available. I mean, they have multiple zones available, but 2 zones are ready. So this is one zone. And very near to this, the other zone is in progress. I'm just checking. I'm trying. You see here? You see here, this is set up. And one more zone is under construction. It's not visible here, but anyway. So here I have seen there are two zones available. Third zone, I mean, that distance of a few hundred meters or maybe 1 or 2 kilometers, but premise are different here. So another zone is under construction, which is 25 to 30 kilometers from the primary location. So guys, technically it is possible that there will be two cases. All the three zones will be available under the same premise, may or may not be. Minimum distance will be 500 meters, maximum it can be 50 kilometers also. Okay, anyone have any questions so far? Then please unmute and clear your doubts.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
If one reason fails, then what will happen?
Ah, very nice. So in that case, this question is from Anu.
Yes, sir.
So Bhanu, so if any issue is going or occurring in one of the region, you will get the services from the secondary region or backup region, depending on your architecture. If you have designed your solution in such a way that if the primary is down, then recovery of data would be possible or operations will start automatically from the second region. So it is possible technically, but you have to design your solution during the implementation. Means whenever we are designing the solution, we are designing and implementing with this approach that if primary region is down, so recovery of data should be possible from the secondary data, or entire traffic will should shift from primary to secondary. You have to design your solution.
Sir, if the backup region is also affected by some natural cause.
That's why the backup region will be thousands of kilometers away from the primary. Because of natural disaster, it will be impacted if both are very close to each other. But as per the Microsoft guideline, there will be thousands of kilometer distance between the primary and secondary. So as you know, technically it's not possible. Can it be outside country? Answer is, once again, it mostly it should be within the geographic location. It is possible outside country in some of the exception cases, but mostly it should be available within the geographic location.
Yes,
Within
sir.
geographic location, maybe in European countries, yes, it is. In Gulf countries, yes, it is. In Korea, yes, it is. But these are some of the exception. For example, if you check Germany, in Germany, you'll get two region. France, two region. UK, two region. Let me show you. Why there are two region? France, Germany, they are not a very big country. They don't have so huge, I mean, such a huge amount of data like India also. But still, why there are two regions available? Wait for a second. So Azure region list. So you see here, let me check the European countries. Tabular view. Let's check the France. Okay. France. Germany. Actually, there are two regions, but both are not listed. Let me check here. France Central and France South. Similarly, Germany North, Germany West. Okay. Japan East, Japan West. Korea Central, Korea South. In Malaysia, yes, this exception is still available. Okay. Similarly in Europe, Qatar, as of now, single region available. So you see here, paired region. What is the paired region? For Australia Central 2 is the paired. What is the physical location? Canberra, and geographic is Australia. So you see here, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, India, US, Chile, these are the geographic location. You see here, these are the geographic location. So mostly multiple region, I mean, mostly your region should be available within the same geographic location. If the geographic location is very small, then in that case, there'll be agreement between two governments. For example, earlier there was an agreement between Japan and South Korea. Similarly, still there's an agreement in European countries as well as the Gulf countries. With the agreement, it is possible, but mostly companies or countries not recommending to move the data outside the geographic location. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next, from here we will move toward the practical implementation. So guys, as I was talking about the portal, from here guys, what we can do, we can slowly start with the practical implementation. Plus, so what I'll do from next session, I'll start the practical implementation from here. And in every session going forward, in almost every session, there'll be assessment also. For example, whatever we learned today, there'll be assessment also. You have to pass this assessment. So here, I'm going to organize a Kahoot assessment. So here I have a Kahoot. Okay, you see here, this is assessment. Every day, I'll ask around somewhere between 20 to 25 questions. For every one question, you'll get 1000 marks. Okay, and there'll be rating also decided. So here, give me a few seconds. So guys, I'm going to start the assessment. Get ready. What I'll do, in your chat window, everyone please check your chat window. In your chat window, I'm going to share URL. Everyone please join the URL. Everyone please join. So guys, finally your foundation is ready. Going forward, we'll start the practical implementation from next sessions. Detailed practical implementation and architecture design. We will 20% time will focus on the use case study, interview preparation, architecture designing, and 80% time we'll focus on the practical implementation. So guys, I have shared a link in the chat window. Everyone please join and participate in a assessment. Just click and join. It's very simple.
Sir, the questions will come, it's individually or it's a rapid fire game type?
Rapid, just like the big boss, not big boss.
कौन बनेगा करोड़पति?
KBC, yes. Everyone please join. Bio, any issue? Bio, can you
I'm the one called Real Boots.
what reboot?
Real Boots, that's my name. I've joined.
Oh, Spurs Upadhyay. Spurs Upadhyay, Bhanu, Mr. Reddy. There are two Reddy. Manohar, Ravi, NM Tech, Jagdish, Abhishek, Ravi K, Shalesh, Shubham, Snehal. Everyone please join. If you're not joining, it means you're not on your seat. You just join and you are just playing somewhere. Okay, I'm going to start, guys. Remember, most of you are connected through mobile phone. I tell you, most of you are connected through mobile phone, so there will not be any clarity. Either you connect through laptop or desktop or TV. Please make sure going forward from next session, you will not join through the smartphone. It would be better to not join if you're planning to join through the phone. There will not be any clarity. Only 20 to 30% things you'll understand. If you're joining through the bigger screen, you'll get the better clarity. So guys, let's start from here. So introduction of cloud computing. Today, the first assessment. So now the first question is, what is Microsoft Azure? So Microsoft Azure is database, is a cloud computing platform, operating system, or web browser. Nehal Bhosle, any issue? Why you didn't join? Okay. So Jagdish is number 1, Shubham number 2, Bhanu number 3, Gaurav number 4, Abhishek is number 5. What is Azure region? So Azure region is the physical location within a specific country or set of data center deployed within the latency defined parameter or logical grouping of resource or virtual machine instance. What is Azure region? Azure region is a set of data centers or a physical location within the specific country. So guys, a set of data center deployed within the latency defined parameters. Okay, dynamics changed. Number 1 is Gaurav, number 2 Subham, number 3 is Rehoboth.
Bio, that's me, bio.
Okay,
So-
Bio. Okay, number 4 is Pers and number 5 is Jagdish. Next, what does PaaS stand for? Yesterday I was talking about the as PaaS and SaaS. So PaaS stands for Platform as a Service, Platform Access Service, Programming as a Service, or Process as a Service. PaaS stands for Platform as a Service. So someone selected Platform Access Service. There's nothing like the Platform Access Service. It's a Platform as a Service. Okay, situation is almost same. Okay, which of the following is not a cloud deployment model? Public, private, hybrid, and serverless. Yesterday I was talking about the multiple deployment model. Which one is not the correct one? Abhishek Chaurasia, you joined late. You joined after 2 hours. Correct. So guys, we have 3 deployment model: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. We don't have any model like the serverless cloud. Everyone, please, Abhishek, in case you want to join, I have shared link in the chat. You can join. Assessment is
I'm
going.
already there.
Okay. Okay, which of the following is the primary benefit of using Azure? High local storage capacity. In Azure, you get the on-demand scalability, dedicated physical server only, or manual software upgrade. What is the primary benefit of using Azure cloud computing? Here, local storage capacity will be very high, or on-demand scalability is available. So guys, here on-demand scalability is available. Whenever it is required, you can increase the number of instances or increase the size of the existing instance. Which service model offer maximum control to the user? So if you're going with the infra services, PaaS services, or SaaS services, or FaaS services, where you'll get more control. In infrastructure service, you'll get more control. PaaS services, you'll get more control, or in SaaS services, you'll get the better control. Correct. So guys, in infra services, you'll get the more control. In SaaS services, you'll get the less control. In PaaS services, you'll get the medium type of control. In which service model does the provider manage the operating system? So guys, in which case service provider will manage the operating system? In IaaS services, PaaS services, SaaS services, or none of the above? Where operating system will be managed by service provider. Which of the following is true about the Azure region pairing? All regions in the pair must be on different continent. Region paired enable the seamless failover for the high availability. Regions in the pair share the same power grid. region pair are only available in North America, which is the correct statement. What is the primary use of the SaaS services? So SaaS services are used for the application development, software delivery over the internet, or virtual machine hosting or data analytics. What is the primary use of the SaaS services? Azure SQL database is example of infra service, PaaS service, SaaS service, or hybrid service. Azure SQL database is the example of which model? As, PaaS, or SaaS, or hybrid? So guys, Azure SQL database is example of PaaS. What does ARM stands for? ARM means Azure Resource Manager, Application Resource Model, Azure Role Management, or Application Role Model. Azure Resource Manager, Application Resource Model, or something else. So guys, earlier Windows Azure was working on the ASA model, Azure Service Manager, but nowadays the new portal is working on the ARM model, Resource Manager, Azure Resource Manager. What is Azure pricing model? So Azure is working on the fixed monthly cost, pay as you go, subscription only, or none of the above. So Azure is working on the fixed cost model, or is working on the pay as you go model, or is working on the subscription, or none of the above. Correct. So working on the pay as you go. What is Azure portal used for? Azure portal is used for managing the Azure resources through the web interface, running the CLI, set up the VPN, or access the Azure database. So Azure portal is used to manage the Azure resources through a website or web interface, or it is used to run the script or for the VPN connectivity. Correct. Azure portal is mainly used to access, manage, maintain, and monitor your resources over the internet or over the browser. Which of the following statement is true about the Azure subscription? So Azure subscription is a virtual machine. Subscription provides the logical container for all the resources and services. Subscription represents a data center, or subscription used to define the network layer. What is Azure subscription? Azure subscription is a virtual machine, or Azure subscription provides the logical container for all the resources and services, or it is data center or network layer. So guys, someone selected Azure is virtual machine. So Azure subscription is not a virtual machine. Azure subscription is just logical container where all your resources and services will reside. In Azure, what is the SLA? Yesterday, I have multiple times repeating SLA, service level agreement. So it's a legal document outlining the cloud provider responsibility or a performance-based agreement that guarantee uptime and availability or network configuration for the service or a set of permission granted to the user. What is SLA? Service level agreement. So service level agreement is the legal document outline cloud provider responsibility or okay. So guys, service level agreement is not a legal document. It's a performance based agreement that guaranteed uptime and availability. It will give the surety that your services will be up and running 24/7 with a 99.99% SLA. Guaranteed uptime and availability means your services will be available 24/7, up and running 24/7 with a 99.99% SLA. What is the maximum number of resource group you can create? As of now, I haven't covered it. This I'll start from this question. I'm going to skip. I haven't told you about the resource group. This is mainly practical implementation. Okay. What is Azure pricing calculator used for? So Azure price calculator is used to configure the network, to estimate the cost of the Azure service and solution, manage the billing account, or assigning the permission. Correct? So it is mainly used to estimate the cost of the Azure solution and service. Very good performance by you. 14,200. Jagdish, number 2. Gaurav, number 3. Shubham, number 4. Answers, number 5. Very good. Which of the following is not a type of Azure subscription? Free trial, pay as you go, enterprise agreement, or monthly Azure app license, which is not a type of Azure subscription. Which is not a type of Azure subscription. Okay. So guys, there's no subscription like the monthly app. There's no monthly app license. It's not working on the licensing model. Azure subscription is working the subscription model. So there's the enterprise agreement. I told you guys, in some of the cases, there'll be agreement between Microsoft and your company. So in that case, your company will get the enterprise agreement subscription. So there's no monthly licensing model. It's not working on the licensing model. Azure subscription is working on the subscription model. So what is Microsoft Azure? So Microsoft Azure is a cloud computing provided by Amazon, cloud computing created by Microsoft, or on-premise server management tool by Microsoft, or on-premise tool by Amazon. Here we have the spelling mistake. Anyway. Guys, it is so someone selected cloud computing platform. So Microsoft Azure is from not from Amazon, it's from the Microsoft. Azure is Microsoft product. Which of the following is not a cloud service model in Azure? PaaS, PaaS, SaaS, and RaaS, which is an incorrect one. Which one is the incorrect one, guys? We have 3 deployment model. Which one is the incorrect one? There's nothing like the RaaS. We have infrastructure as a service, we have PaaS as a service, we have SaaS as a service. We don't have anything like the SaaS, RaaS. What does IaaS stands for? IaaS stands for Information as a Service, Infrastructure as a Service, Internet as a Service, or Integration as a Service. IaaS. IaaS stands for which Azure pricing model allow you to pay what you use? Reserve instance, pay as you go, enterprise agreement, or free trial. In which pricing model you use after the you pay after the uses? In reserve one, I tell you, in reserve instance, you're paying in upfront. Here you have to pay in upfront. So guys, in pay as you go model, you have to use for a month. After 1 month, you have to pay. What is shared responsibility model in Azure? Azure manage all the aspects of the security and compliance. Responsibility are shared between customer and Azure? Customer manage the feature security model, or Azure only manage the application level of security? Second last question. What is the key benefit of the cloud computing? Fixed pricing, unlimited local storage, on-demand resource availability, or physical server redundancy only? What is the key benefit? So here, price is fixed, or unlimited local storage, or on-demand resource scalability is available, or physical server. Correct. On-demand scalability. Whenever you want, you can increase or decrease the number of instances. Suppose if you're looking for one machine, next minute you can go with a 1 million machine. On-demand number of instances will grow or shrink. Last question. Which of the following is not the characteristics of the SaaS? SaaS is fully managed by provider, required software installation on a local device, accessible via internet, subscription-based modeling, which is not a characteristics of the SaaS model. And this is the last question of today's assessment. So guys, perfect. It's time for podium. Number 3 is Shubham Verma. Number 2 is Jagdish. And number 1 is Ayo. Congratulations to all of you. Number 4 is Gaurav and number 5 is Shailesh. Very good. So guys, so far it was just a foundation. Why the foundation is mandatory? If I want, I can directly start the topic, but the thing is, going forward, almost everything will bounce. So usually I start with the foundation so that very easily you can understand, and going forward things will be easy. Without foundation, if I'll start, you will struggle for the long time, or it will not be easy or possible for you guys to understand or complete your course even. Plus, going forward, in case you're applying to appear as architect, so whatever the drawings I'm preparing or whatever the architecture solution or discussion we're doing here, it will help you to grow or get the opportunity like the architect also. By end of the course, we will cover close to 80 to 90 architectures. 80 to 90 architecture in the live session, and whatever the architecture I'll draw in the live session. I'll not show you the existing one. 80% time from next session, I'll focus on the practical implementation, 20% time in other activities. There are lots of other benefits are available. For example, there'll be assessment on daily basis. Means in every session there'll be assessment. There'll be interview preparation session where I'll help you guys to crack your interviews. In case of any question, you guys can call me Monday to Friday morning 7:30 to 11 o'clock, and many more. Okay, now it's time for the Q&A. If you have any question, Manohar, any question? Someone joined Devi NM Tech. May I know your name, please? Devi NM Tech. Jagdish, Raghuveer, Ravi K, Snehal. Oh, can you please ping me on my WhatsApp?
So are we like these recordings will be provided, right?
Yes. So let me show you. In fact, so guys, all the sessions are recorded. Means it's a live session. Plus all the sessions will be recorded, and you will get the access of the recording here in Google Classroom. For example, if you see batch number 83, batch number, this is for the batch number 85. These are this is first session. What exactly that day I'll discuss, everything will be available documented with the recording. Second day, whatever we are discussing, everything will be recorded, means documented, plus recording will be available, plus MOM will be available. You see here, all the documents, material, architecture, assignment will be available here. For example, if you see here, whatever we are discussing, everything will be available. Okay, let me show you in detail. Example, suppose whatever we discussed today, everything will be documented. Means you will get the notes also on daily basis. This is the notes. Usually I'm saying this is the MOM. You'll get whatever the architecture I'm preparing, architecture, material, PPT, decks, everything will be shared with you guys. This is the decks. Okay. Assignments will be shared every Sunday. From next Sunday, the assignment I'll start. Next every weekend you'll get the assignment also. And this is the assignment. And these are the materials of the material, supportive materials. So you'll get the recording. Recording will be available for a few years. Anytime in future, you guys can access the recording. Whenever you have any question, you can call me and discuss your issue also. So here, similarly for this batch also, maybe tomorrow I'll create a classroom. I will add you guys in the classroom, and after it, you'll be able to access all the videos. And these videos will be available for next few years. Snehal Bhosle, Ravi K, Ragveer, Jagdish, Devi NM, Manohar, any question? Okay. So I'm sharing my mobile number here in WhatsApp. Okay, 777896. One more, in case any one of you are planning to enroll, so there are two methods to enroll. One is you can directly enroll from the website Cloud Vista. This is the website cloudvista360.com. You see, this is the website. If you're Indian citizen or native Indian citizen, you can enroll directly from here. Anyone who is not from India or in Indian citizen, then for them there's a different process available. So this is the course, Azure Mastery Program. What you can do, click on the enrollment. Here, buy now. Click on buy now. Here you have to sign up. Means just go and sign up. Pass your email ID, password, and other details. Log in and purchase it. This is option number one. If you're going to purchase, here you have to pay 23,600. The second option is available using the scanner. Scanner means in that case, this 3,600 rupees you can save. Means in that case, you have to pay only 20,000. So GST part you guys can save in that case. Again, repeating, there are two fee structure for Indian citizen. One is if you're paying through the website, so you have to pay 23,600. If you're paying offline through the scanner, then you have to pay only 20K. So this link also I'm sharing with all of you. So here, so enrollment is still open. In case you're planning to enroll, you can ping me. What is the validity of the video? Validity of the video is for next minimum 3 years. Somewhere between 3 to 5 years. Any questions? Snehal Bhosle, Ravi K, Abhishek.
For next week, should we have that Azure free subscription should be ready with us?
I'll tell you guys.
Okay.
Okay, there's a question. What are the different topics we are going to cover? So let me show you the topics. Okay. One more point. In case you guys are preparing for the interview, here in the same website, here we have the interview guide available. You can download. It's a free of cost. You can download the interview guide. I'm writing another guide that is mainly for the architecture discussion, use case study, and many others. So here also you'll get the best practices, common use cases. Into question means it's a detailed level. It has 118-page document. The another into question which I'm preparing, it will be 300+ page. Okay. Plus, in case you want to get the detail, like whatever the topics I'm going to cover, so plus minus 40 services I'll cover. In case you want to check, so there'll be 2 sessions for the fundamental, 3 sessions means multiple sessions for the storage account. In storage account also, there are multiple types. I'm covering like, let me show you here. So here, storage account, virtual network, DDoS protection, VM, Bastion, availability set, availability zone, Azure compute fleet, scale set, NSG, NIC, IP disk, load balancer, application gateway, traffic manager, firewall, DNS, virtual private network, key vault, Azure monitor, backup and recovery service vault, app service environment, Azure function, logic app, Azure service bus, API management, automation, multiple databases, DevOps board, Azure Defender, Azure policy, security center, log analytics, application side, intra ID, and many other topics will be covered in next 3 months. Duration of the course is 3 months, total 75 hour. And here, if you already sign in, then you can download the brochure also. For example, let me try to sign in here. Okay, I'm signed in. The course. Okay, here we have the curriculum. Scroll down. Okay, you see here, this is the brochure. So what I'm going to cover, I'm going to cover app service environment, app service plan, Azure function, logic app, Azure blob storage, table storage, queue storage, data lake storage, file share, net app, disk storage, backup, recovery service vaults, topic wise architecture. It's a very detailed thing, around 80 to 90 architectures I'll cover. Virtual machine skill set, compute fleet, IP address, Azure NIC, network security group, load balancer, application gateway, traffic manager, firewall, express route, VPN, connection, bastion, DNS, DevOps board, log analytics, application site, monitor, automation, intra-ID, key vault, DDoS protection, Defender, Azure policy, Defender for cloud, Azure SQL database, serverless SQL MI, Cosmos DB, and Elasticsearch. So these are some of the topics which I'm going to cover in this course.
The order of topics, coverage of order
So
will be the same.
first, mostly it will be the same. For example, 9 hour I will teach you storage account. Storage account is one of the most important topics, especially for the architect and developers as well as the admin. Most important, but normally if you are the part of any of the course, people will cover in 30 minutes, 1 hour or 15 minutes. Just think what you can learn in 15 minutes, 1 hour or 2 hours, nothing. If you check the Microsoft documentation for the storage account is 6,000 page documentation. And what people are delivering just 30 minutes or 1 hour. You cannot learn anything in 1 hour or 30 minutes or 2 hours. It's very detailed. It's a very useful service used in almost 100% projects. But as an architect, it will help you to reduce the cost also, especially in data engineering project. With the help of this, you guys can reduce the overall monthly operation cost. Okay. Now, if you have any question, please unmute and clear your doubts. Still registration is going on. What you guys can do, you can directly register through the Cloud Vista website. URL already have shared with you guys in the chat window. Snehal, any question? Jagdish, Devi NM. So your name, Devi NM. Devi, well, Aja, a very tough name, yeah. So Devi, you are from which location? Devi, you are from which location? One more point here, in case you want to check the curriculum, like which day and what I'm going to cover. I mean, I cannot mention everything here, but at least over will be available here. For example, first day, I'm going to cover all these things details. Next day, I'll cover. So for example, there are few topics where I'll cover in 3 days. For example, storage account here, it's a one entry, but actually there are multiple type of storage options are available. Blob storage, file storage, queue storage, table storage, disk storage, AWS Gen. We have 6 types available, and I'll cover this topic in 3 days, minimum 9 hours. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions, Snehal, Jagdish, Bayo, Abhishek, Ravi, or someone else, then please unmute and clear your doubts. If no, then we can conclude the session here.
Will there be any end-to-end project?
Yes, so there'll be yes. So that I'll start from next week. Next Sunday I'll start.
Okay.
In every session there'll be 80% time practical implementation, use case study and implementation with architecture.
Okay.
If you have any question, guys, then ask your question. If no, then we can conclude here. Okay. I think no more question. Let's conclude here. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.